Is it the journey or the destination? Deep thoughts by Ketosis Focus. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about the journey versus the destination. You know, when you start off on a weight loss journey, it's called a journey for a reason, right? You have a destination that you would like to reach. Therefore, you begin your journey there, right? And of course, the journey could be sweet, it could be horrible, they could have ups and downs, but it is a journey in a direction of your destination, right? And, the hard part about a weight loss journey is sometimes you feel like a failure if you don't actually reach the destination that you have set for yourself in the beginning of your journey. So in the beginning of my journey, when I started off on this weight loss process, all I knew is that I didn't want to be 265 pounds anymore, right? And so in order to begin a journey, I had to set some kind of goal. So my first goal was, okay, well, I definitely want to lose 100 pounds because I think 165 is in a healthier realm than 265. So I knew I wanted to lose 100 pounds, but in order for me to start this journey, I had to, in my head, have an ideal weight for me. And of course, I looked it up and I was trying to consider, my lowest, what it was before, what was the lowest I've ever been, what was my healthy weight, what was my comfortable weight. And I remember being pretty happy when I was in my early 30s, late 20s at about a size 6. Now, a size 6 for me at the time was about 140 pounds. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm older now, and so maybe I won't try to aspire to be 140 size 6 again. So maybe like 150 size 8. So 150 has always been the rough number that I thought I would want to land on come the end of my journey, my destination. And size 8 had been kind of like, I'm assuming that's around the size that the 150 me would be in, right? So it's just kind of this gray area. And that's why throughout this journey, I've always said, you know what, I'm going to take it step by step. And that way, when I feel like, oh, this feels good, this feels healthy, then maybe I'll stop. But I've also known my old self in losing weight. And every time I get to a number, a destination number, where let's say it's 150, then I would go, ooh, I could lose 10 more pounds. Then I get down to 140. Ooh, I could lose 10 more pounds. Then I can get down to 130, So it's always like pushing on what you feel like you can do or where you want to see yourself as far as your optimal health. Now, for me, I've struggled lately because I feel like I've been 2 years on this journey and it feels like I'm never going to get to my destination, right? And I feel frustrated and I feel like I'm doing all these things and sometimes making myself miserable in the process, just trying to get to a certain goal. And that's kind of where I had this epiphany yesterday in chatting with my husband. I was like, so is it the journey? Is it just simply being on a lifestyle change, or is it an actual goal? Is it about setting goals for yourself and reaching them? Because I've always been a goal setter. I've always been like, I want to do this. And so I set out and I do it, complete it, then I have a new goal. It's always been something. I'm a list person. I love writing lists down like a to-do list, and I check them off. This is everything that I'm going to take care of today or this week. I take a list to the grocery store and I check them off as I go. So it is part of who I am. But he made a good point yesterday because he's like, no, it should be the lifestyle change, and that journey is what you're on. So every day you are in that journey and not necessarily trying to get somewhere else. But if you continue these good habits and this healthier lifestyle, then that is the goal. The goal was to change your habits. And I was like, you know what? You're so right. Because sometimes when we're on a weight loss journey, we're so focused on the end goal. And some people have that end goal in mind. They're like, man, when I get down to that weight, ooh, then I could go and celebrate and have all the things I didn't allow myself to have the entire journey to get to that goal weight. And there's other people that have been on this journey for 2 years or longer and have not yet reached that goal number yet, but doesn't necessarily mean they're a failure. They're still a success because they're still on their journey 2 years later and still have made positive health changes and a lifestyle change in the way that they eat and in the way that I eat. So, it's the norm. It's what you put yourself, what you have as the norm of your day. If before, when I was 265 pounds, when I was able to be that size, my norm was eating great amounts of food. My norm was eating out all the time. Love fast food. I would eat fast food for snacks, right? Burgers and fries just to kind of hold me over until whatever dinner was. I was a big, big eater. So to even just have a sausage link or two for dinner is, what a huge lifestyle change that is for me. I used to hate ordering salads at restaurants. I was like, why would I go and pay $10 for a salad that I can make at home with a bag of lettuce? It makes no sense. So I'm going to go all out and order the chicken fried steak and the mashed potatoes or the, big, huge burger with all the fixings, like all the things that I never would thought that I would make at home. That's what I would order in the restaurant. And so just seeing the choices that I make, of course I go to a Mexican restaurant and over 2 years, the chips never really tempted me. I did have chips last Friday, but I didn't go all out. And that mentality is what's changed for me. And that's huge because before, like let's say Friday when I had a couple of those chips with the queso, I would say, well, I screwed it all up. Let me go get some ice cream. Let's go through the drive-through. Pick up some pizza. I might as well get everything in today so I can start fresh tomorrow. That has always been my mentality. So the fact that I had a couple of chips and then still ordered a low-carb dinner is growth for me. The fact that we can go have sushi that one day where I got completely off it and we had an amazing lunch and not felt like the next day it was hard for me to get back on plan and on track. I was able to get back on and not stress over, should I just make it a whole weekend thing? Well, then might as well make it a whole week thing. You know what? I'll just start fresh October 1st. That's always been the mentality that I've had. So that is growth for me at the fact that I didn't go spiraling downhill for one chip, or I didn't go spiraling downhill for one off day of eating sushi or eating something. So huge, huge growth moment for me. And I realize that's what it's about. It's not necessarily about hitting a size 8 or hitting 150. I'm still going to want that. I still feel everything can be tweaked. Maybe there are weeks that I am eating too much. Maybe I am eating when I'm not hungry, things like that. But as far as my day-to-day habits are concerned, they definitely have improved than what they were 2 years ago. And it's evident in the fact that I've lost 90 pounds. So I just need to give myself a break sometimes and relax and tell you guys too that it's not necessarily about the number you chose or in the beginning of your journey about where you thought you would be come the end of this journey. It's literally about the lifestyle changes you've made along the way that make up the journey. So just wanted to give you a little bit of midweek or end of week, depending on when this gets posted, motivation to keep on going and enjoy the journey, stay the course. Wherever your destination leads you, you will go just by the choices you make on your journey. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, make sure to hit the subscribe button now. Leave me a comment. Let me know what has been the biggest change for you on your weight loss journey. Have you been focused on an end goal, a number, or have you just been worried about the day-to-day changes that you're making? I'd love to hear about it. Post it in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.